Have you ever felt afraid when you have to talk in an entire gathering? Or does a chill run down your spine when someone asks you a question in a very difficult English language? So let me help you improve your communication skills today. Jai Hind everyone, I'm Major Prajakta Desai. I'm an Indian Army veteran and now a motivation and military leadership coach. So a lot of you ask me questions on how can I improve my communication skills. The first and foremost thing for each one of us to understand is that every person is capable of improving their communication. You cannot be an expert in every language, that has to be accepted. And also, communicating in any language is communication. Do not think that English is the only language which will be giving you an upper edge in communication. However, that's one of the languages is predominantly used when we go out for selection in terms of the armed forces or a corporate job. So today let me tell you how communication skills can be improved in these 5 simple tips. Number 1, the most important thing is to gain knowledge. Unless and until you have a good knowledge of a specific subject or a specific language, you won't be able to speak well. So improve your grammar, improve your vocabulary, and that can be done by slow and steady steps. Use books like Ren Martin to give your grammar an upper edge. Second thing is, and the most important is, listen. A great communicator is a person who knows to listen first. When you listen, all your senses are alert. You get an idea of the world around, you are situationally aware, and you understand what the opposite person intends to say. Also, when you listen carefully, what happens is that you prepare your mind to answer to the specific question and not react to the specific question or the situation. So it's important for us to be a good listener. Third, whatever you have learned, it is important for you to practice. You need to practice it with yourself first, followed by a small group of people who are not judgmental, and then go on to bigger forums. If you start recording videos of 2 minutes of yourself speaking and go back and analyze it, you are at a better position to understand what are your mistakes here. Number 4, talk without the fear of being judged. Even if the entire world thinks that, you are not capable of speaking, that doesn't matter. Stand up and talk. You may make mistake today, but the 4th time, the 5th time, you will be perfect at what you speak. It's important that the only aim or the goal in our mind should be to become a better speaker than to have the world look at us to be better speakers from the beginning. It's important that we become better rather than having an illusion in front of others that we are better. The time you don't have a glitch somewhere in your mind or a kind of a stop it somewhere in your heart which says that, oh, I have not done my bit or I have not been at the right grammar. That's okay. That is the only thing which has to be improved. Last and the most important thing is to understand that a language like English is not our primary language for most of the people. It may not be our mother tongue or it is not so widely used in our environment. So the time you accept that this is a second language to us which we will be learning, that is the time you start giving yourself or cut yourself a little slack. That yes, it is taking time and I will be learning in due course of time. So give yourself the due if you are learning the specific language. And remember, like Rome was not built in a day, similarly, gaining language proficiency, also communication skills is not something that happens in a day. If you need to speak, you need to speak after preparation. Because I feel when a person stands on an entire podium or in a gathering and speaks, he or she should be first of all confident in the skin, confident in the talk, confident in the tone, and should be able to look people into the eye and say, yes, these are my points. So hope these tips have been useful for you. If you have liked it, do press the like button, share, subscribe, and also send it to all your friends. Jai Hind.